Okay, so imagine this. You die, only to wake up inside a story you've actually read before. And the person sleeping in the tiny cradle right next to you? Yeah, he's destined to become the story's biggest, baddest villain. Let's get into this story about an orphan's wild second chance and a single promise that might just be powerful enough to rewrite destiny itself. So first we meet Han Seo-yeon. She's an orphan who learned a really tough lesson, and she learned it early. Never, ever get attached. In her world, connections were always temporary, and getting attached, well, that just led to getting hurt. But even though she tried so hard to keep everyone at a distance, she had this one secret wish. It wasn't for parents she couldn't even remember. It was for something that felt more real, more possible. She just wanted a sibling. And this wish for a different kind of family, it wasn't just some passing thought. It totally defined her, shaping this deep, profound loneliness she carried with her every single day. And here's what's really interesting about the kind of sibling she pictured. She wasn't dreaming of a protector or someone to act like a parent. No, she wanted an equal, someone to walk the same path with, to face the world with, someone to just be there. But it was a wish that never came true. Han Soyeon's life was quiet and pretty unremarkable, and honestly, so was her death. There were no dramatic goodbyes, no one holding her hands. She just faded away into darkness, completely alone. But, of course, the darkness wasn't the end, not even close. It was actually a brand new start, a really sudden and frankly bewildering awakening into a world she never could have dreamed up. So what happened? And then? She woke up, and immediately, nothing made sense. The bed was way too soft, the room was ridiculously grand, like something out of a fairy tale, and her body, it felt so small and weak. It wasn't her own. And then it hits her, a flood of memories that don't belong to her. She's not Han Soyeon anymore. She is now Alira Noctis, the second princess of this huge, powerful empire. The catch? In this world, magic is everything. And Alira, well, she was born without any. They call her normal, and trust me, it is not a compliment. Now, you might be thinking, princess? Awesome, life of luxury, here we come. But for Alira, her new life, it was just as lonely as her old one, almost eerily so. It's kind of ironic, right? She gets this fancy new title, but nothing has really changed. To everyone in the palace, she's useless without magic, which means she's basically invisible. She's just an orphan living in a castle. The whole palace is draped in grief for the empress, Illyra's mother, who died giving birth. But in all that mourning, did anyone come check on the 3-year-old princess? Nope. She was left completely and totally on her own. But she wasn't actually alone in that huge room. Her gaze shifts, and she sees something that's about to give her a purpose she never, ever saw coming. Right there, next to her bed, is a cradle. And inside, wrapped up in dark silk, is a tiny newborn baby. This is her new brother, Prince Kyle Noctis. And this is the moment. This is when it all just clicks into place. A memory from her past life, from that novel she read, comes rushing back. She knows this story. She knows who this child is. This tiny, fragile baby is destined to grow into a terrifying villain, the man who will one day burn the entire empire to the ground. And she knows why. He's the one everyone blames for their mother's death. Right from the moment he was born, he was set on a path of rejection and loneliness, the exact kind of things that can twist a person into a monster. So as she's looking at this forsaken prince, something inside Alira just shifts. This isn't some character in a book anymore. This is real. This is her brother. And in that one moment, she makes a choice. She climbs out of her big bed and goes over to the cradle. And as she looks down at him, the baby stirs and his tiny little fingers reach out, just searching for something to hold on to. Without even thinking, she offers her hand, and his fingers wrap right around hers. And in that one simple touch, she doesn't see a future villain. She just sees a lonely kid, just like her. And that's when she makes a promise, saying the words out loud. This simple vow, it becomes the anchor for her entire new life. It's a promise to him, and it's a promise to the lonely little girl she used to be. Her resolve is just crystal clear. She gets their situation perfectly. The Empire has already forgotten about her, and it's about to do the exact same thing to him. So she decides, right then and there, that she is not going to let him walk that lonely path by himself. She will be the person for him that she always wished she had. And just like that, Alira, the forgotten, powerless princess, finally has a reason to live. Her purpose isn't just to survive anymore, it's to protect the brother that the rest of the world has already decided to hate. Her one and only brother. So that leaves us with the ultimate question, doesn't it? The story's fate. It's already written. We know a tragic path of loneliness and destruction is waiting for him. But now, there's a new piece in the puzzle. There's a sister who has sworn to stand by his side no matter what. Can her love, this one promise, actually be enough to change the future?